What's going on, everybody? Tim here, and I'm doing a quick, well, maybe quick playthrough, review, playtest of an awesome game called Cyborg Earth Twin 1. And now we are just getting ready to start. It's a bit, it's prototype, so everything we've got on the table here is stuff that we've either improvised or that was already sent for the game. There was plenty of everything sent, but I kind of thought it'd be neat to use little guys and ships and stuff. So anyway, the object of the game is to one second.
To have it open to the object of the game. Would it be the Earth crew get ready for the fight of your life?
Well, there's two different objectives. You got the cyborg and then the Earth crew.
Yes,
so.
There's an overview.
Okay, read the overview.
Okay. The game overview. It's Earth crew versus cyborg aliens in the ultimate life and death fight over the life-sustaining planet Kepler 438b. Cyborgs intend to merge the invading Earthlings, converting them to cyborgs and assuring their allegiance to the swarm. Cyborg mission is to overtake and repair the damaged Earth crew ship, converting it into a second cyborg command center, increasing cyborg power and creating even more cyborgs. Earth crew aim to free the humanoid natives of the planet, many of whom have been merged with cyborgs and get them to join the human team. Ultimately, the Earth crew's goal is to overtake Cyborg Command Center, destroy Cyborg swarm communications, and re-establish contact with Earth to initiate human migration to Kepler 438b.
So basically, we have landed on this planet because Earth is, well, it's not having any luck, and we need to find another place for Earth members to live, for humans to live. And we're here to try and take this planet as our own, or at least to colonize it. And unfortunately, there are some cyborgs that really don't see that that's a good idea. So they want to technically take us for their own and turn us into them, basically.
Yeah, we want to defend our planet.
So my wife is playing the cyborgs on that end of the board. Yay. And then I'm playing the fragile little Earth human guys right there. And first thing,
well, right here it says the number of players. It's best played with 4, 6, or 8 players, with a minimum of 4 and a maximum of 12. But since we don't have 4 players, we each are being 2 characters apiece.
and the things in this game that you'll see in this video may change by the time you try it, or you get a hold of her and play it, whatever, what have you. It'll probably change. There's things that are still being refined as it goes on. So we're just playing the current version that we can right now. And are you ready then?
Yep. It says at the beginning of the game, I can, my cyborg Imperial can give items to the other cyborgs. So I'm going to give the power pod and the transformer to my other cyborg and make him an Imperial also.
So now they both have cool little workout bandanas.
Yes, yes.
And at the beginning of the game, I'm able to, I can give things to the other crew member. I'm playing a commander and a diplomat. And the commander, there has to be at least one. Well, there is only one, but there has to be one no matter what when you play.
There's only one.
For the cyborgs, there can be more than one Imperial, which are basically the leaders. And for the crew commander, he can distribute fight kits at the beginning of the game. He cannot distribute rations at the beginning if we're understanding it correctly. And each of my guys has rations right here, which are basically, when they move, it costs so much rations to actually do that. And then you have their health counter down at the bottom. And the cyborgs is pretty much the same thing. They have power pods, which is their energy, which would be the equivalent of rations for them. And as they move, they would lose so many energy. They can rest for a full day on a sunny day, I think it is.
Yep.
And recharge theirs, as to where mine are frail little humans who are
They have to eat.
gonna starve to death or something. So let's go ahead.
Humans
and
go first.
get going. And it always starts with an event card at the beginning of each round. There is a set number of event cards that you use. For the lowest number, we're using 16 of them. And at least I hope it's 16.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
And what happens is you flip over an event card, and it always starts with the commander. It says Spring Rain. One less ration required for physical moves. Natives enjoy rain. Double humanoid encounters permitted actions. And then for cyborgs, circuitry interference. Reduce physical moves by 1.
Yay.
Imperials lose 1 power pod point. Natives enjoy rain. Double humanoid encounters permitted by actions. So that's our current conditions for the world that we're on
That's
here, Earth
just
Twin.
lovely.
And I can't remember how many rations it is. I think it's 1 for every 2 spaces on yellow and white. So I'll go 1, 2. My commander's the red guy, so that'd be 1 ration. And I'll take a strange fruit, which doesn't cost anything, and it can well, it costs an action, but it doesn't cost rations to do. It can either help or hurt you. Like this one says, long glassy ecstasy, gain 1 injury. So my guy just decided to pick up some glass drugs or something.
He got hurt.
And that was the end of his turn. Now it's the first Cyborg Imperial's turn.
Yes, and I take 1 less action, 1 less movement.
Where's it at?
1 less.
Reduce physical moves by 1. So
Oh, he fell off the ship. And I can go 1 from the ship.
yeah.
1, 2, and I'm done.
Okay, and now I've got my diplomat here. He gets to go next. And he has some abilities which they may be different in the book. But according to these cards here, that's just what I'm going by because it's easier to have in front of me. He has immunity. Because of his extraordinary negotiation skills, he's immune to any negative interactions with humanoids, but still lose an action in a negative encounter. And for 1 action, I can establish diplomatic ties, which is something that he's going to do right off the bat here, if I can remember how. Because it lets you get a humanoid encounter card, I believe. I'm having trouble finding it now. Oh, where's it at? Rations.
You're looking under the human.
Yep. So he's gonna go 1. I'll go 1, 2 right up here with the commander, which costs 1 ration. And it says individual diplomatic exchange. Find a local humanoid for 1-on-1 humanoid encounter for myself. Take 1 humanoid encounter card. It costs 3 rations. I can establish tribe diplomacy. only on a yellow or orange square. And I'm gonna go ahead and establish tribe diplomacy, which will actually give me a tribe there in that area. So it'll cost it'll cost 3 rations. I think. This allows any Earth crew member to interact with humanoids and gain resources. This means any Earth crew member who lands on this site can take 1 humanoid encounter. It costs 7 rations to establish, so it's on 14, so I go down to 7. And now we've got a little town there. And I believe I get 1 humanoid card. It says fast traveling mechanic. Earth crew. Grateful for diplomacy, the mechanic gives you a lift in her all-terrain buggy. Take 2 extra physical moves on land, not water, as part of this action. No rations are required. This card must be used immediately by you. And if a cyborg had drawn this, it says, while you uncover a tech kit, the mechanic sets a trap, causing you to gain 1 injury point. So that's the cool thing about it, is it takes the need for 2 cards and makes it into 1, which I thought was pretty cool. So I get 2 extra movements with that one guy. So I'll go 1, 2, and it doesn't cost anything. And go ahead.
Yay! From the ship. 1, 2. They're standing right next to each other. That's all I can do because I only have 2.
And I already
actions.
forgot I got double humanoid encounters.
Yeah.
And 1 less ration required for movement. Oh well.
Your loss.
That's the end of that one anyway. So now it's round 2. So we flip over a new event.
Oh no, an earthquake.
Earthquake. It says Earth crew, all team members gain an injury, cannot move on red squares, steep inclined areas. Cyborgs, advanced warning received, no impact, but cannot move on red square, steep inclines.
Look, he's the only one that's on a red square.
Well, he can move off of it, he just can't move onto it
Yeah. Lucky.
So I gain an injury on both of my guys here. And I'm not sure how to give him rations so he can heal, so he's going to take a strange fruit. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one, Commander. He's going to go right here and get a humanoid encounter card. Giving guide, Earth crew, a generous humanoid shows you a shortcut. Receive 3 additional physical moves on land, not water, in this action if you wish. No rations required. It must be used immediately. And then for cyborgs, it would have been he surrenders an all-terrain transformer. So I get an additional 3 moves on top of the
1 you have left.
yeah. So we'll go. There's the 1, which had to take it down 1 for the total of 2. And then I'm still not sure about the water, but we're gonna go 1, and he has a raft. So he's going to go 2, 3, because I'm not exactly sure what the heck happens with the water movement yet. Go ahead.
My turn. I want to establish a farm, but it takes a whole turn. Let's see. I'll go 1. And that's all I'm gonna do for him. You don't have to take all your actions, but your actions do not roll over.
Alright, so now it's the diplomat's turn, and he really can't swim.
Nope, you have to be 3 physical spaces away.
Although that is yellow and then yellow. So I'm gonna use that exploit.
Cheater.
There's 1, 2, and there's no more like that though.
Nope.
For the 1 ration, and darn it, it's gonna cost. I think it only costs him 1 action to do the diplomatic ties. Establish a portal. Use a portal to attack Cyborg. Once diplomacy is established, take 1 human encounter. 2, if enhanced diplomacy is established. Established.
I think, I wonder if it still takes an entire turn to establish a colony. I don't remember if I read that in there or not.
My actions were, well, I had moved, so that was my action, I guess. So it's your turn.
My turn?
I'm trying to remember how many actions we get. I think we get 2.
You get 3 actions per turn.
3 per turn, so then I'll go ahead and 1, 2, 3. My guy's gonna end up starving to death.
I thought it was 7 to establish.
It's 3 to do it on here. I thought. Maybe it was 7. I don't know. It'll say in the beginning of the video.
My turn.
Well, I established diplomatic ties using 1 action.
And you moved.
So that, I don't know. Oh, because it would take a whole turn, I guess. I get 1 humanoid encounter. Spare parts collector. Earth crew collector offers 1 tech kit and 3 fight kits in exchange for 6 rations. Get 1 or both. Do you accept the offer? No, because my guy would be stuck there.
Yes, he would.
Go ahead.
Yay, I'm going to establish a farm. And it cost me 3 power pod points. 1, 2, 3. My turn's over.
Round 3. Tornado. Those on water gain 2 injury points. Those on land, double rations for physical moves. No travel by water possible. No interaction with natives. That's for the Earth crew. For Cyborgs, only Imperials are strong enough to make a move in this round. No travel by water is possible. No interaction with natives. So, yeah, he's going to use his whole turn to give 5 rations. We're here. Go ahead.
My turn? Oh, let's see. You know what I'm gonna do with my turn, since my guy's the only one that can really move? I'm gonna establish a portal right there. And it takes 3 power pod points. 1, 2, 3. It's your turn.
The blue was your portal.
Oh, yes. What is... Oh, that was my all-terrain. Yes.
Alright. So he's... I don't know if it costs anything to eat the rations. I assume it might. But he gained 5. And... he's just going to sit right there. Go ahead.
See, now, how would this work? It says take an entire turn to go through the portal.
It would take you back to your ship.
I know, but if you take an entire turn, I need to get to the portal.
You have to be at it, and then your next turn, it takes a whole turn. That's the way I understand it.
Well, before, because it was just 2 actions, I wonder... I'm just staying. I'm not doing anything.
Alright. So, round 4 spring rain, 1 less action required for physical moves. Natives enjoy rain, double humanoid encounters, permitted actions. Cyborg circuitry interference, reduce physical moves by 1. Imperials lose 1 power pod point, and double encounters. So my commander is gonna do the double encounter thingy for one of his actions. You got Power Hoarder. Hoarder offers you either 2 tech kits for 5 rations or 4 fight kits for 5 rations, but not both. I'll pass. And then on this one, I got it again, except it's lower. Hoarder offers you either 1 tech kit for 3 rations or 1 shield for 3 rations, or both. I'll do one of each, so 6. So there's 5 rations gone. There's 6 rations gone, and I get a shield and 1 tech kit. Go ahead.
Well, I don't really need to go through the portal, but it's your turn.
There's a shield and tech kit. Alright. It's his turn. He's going to do the double humanoid encounter. We got a Power Hoarder, so he's going to decline that. Savvy Shield Specialist. Humanoid offers 1 shield and or portal in exchange for 3 rations each. I'll stay for now. And then the second action, 1, 2, 1 ration. Oh, 1 less ration. And he don't have the boat. Go ahead.
Okay, for my second Imperial, I'm going to have him do the humanoid encounter. And that's 2 cards, right?
Yep. Well, yeah,
For an
double
action.
humanoid.
Excuse me. Okay. I got the same exact thing.
I'll read the one you drew first.
They're the exact same card. You uncover a power pod, but it takes an underground search of the farm caves. Use 5 power pod points. So I got 2.
You can use 10 points and get 2 more power pods.
It doesn't give me the option.
What do you mean?
It tells me that I uncover a power pod, but it takes an underground search of the farm caves. Use 5 power pod points. It doesn't say they offer. It says I uncovered it. So I have 2 more power pod points, and I lose 10.
No, you have 2 more power pods.
Yeah, 2 power pods, but I lose 10.
So then just say that you lose the 10, but it fills you up for now. We'll just improvise since there's not enough players to do it the other way.
Okay. I'd still have 2 more of those, though.
No. You're just going to fill up. It's just like full life game.
Okay. Well, that was one action.
Your other cyborg. Oh wait, no, he's separate.
Can I do it as another action to do human encounter again?
Mm-hmm.
Because I have 1 less action, so. Did you
1
shuffle?
less action.
Oh, you have 1 less physical move.
I have 1 less ration per physical move.
Me.
Reduced physical move.
movement.
Yeah.
Oh, The shield specialist is hiding in the underground caves, but first you must expend 5 power pod points to locate him and get the shield. Do you accept? Well, heck yeah. I accept. Oh yeah, I'm doing the wrong one. It was up here and then down there. So give me a shield. And then you uncover a power pod. It takes 5 power pod points. I don't remember what the power pods are for.
You only need them for that, to make Imperials.
Oh, I don't need them then. So not worry about that. So that was 2 actions. Okay, for my... That's a far jump, but... I mean, does he go all the way over there? Where that's at?
No, he'd go 1,
Right there?
2. What's his movement?
Oh, on the orange? 2 physical moves per action.
So you'd be right outside the thing. And you reduce your physical moves by 1. You get 1 per action.
Yeah, well, on you.
Done?
Sure.
Was that your first guy or your second one?
That's my second.
Next round, Perfect Sunshine.
Cost
1 less ration required per physical move. If on flat land, yellow or white, reduce injury by 1. And both mine are on yellow. And go down 1. Cyborgs, 2 extra power pod points for Imperials.
Yay.
And he's going to do the humanoid encounter for his first action. Ancient humanoid fighter. Gain 5 fight kicks in exchange for 5 rations or 10 for 8. So I'll go 5 and get 5 fight kits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And second action, 1, 2. His third action, there. Go ahead. And he can give that within 3.
Yeah, but it takes a whole turn.
I know, I'm just making sure.
I don't think it counts across water.
It's 3 spaces. It should.
Maybe like right here, but not that far. Whee! Now he's gonna go 1 and 2 right there and do a humanoid encounter.
Oh, I didn't expend energy for his movement.
Yeah, it's... It's just 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
You subdue the soldier at the cost of 2 injuries. Darn you. But gain 2 fight kits and 1 shield. Yay! Give me another shield. Woohoo! They both have a shield. What you gonna do? It's your turn.
He's gonna draw strange fruit and gain 1 injury.
Alright.
And his second action is gonna be to get a strange fruit
Gain another injury.
and gain another injury.
Alright. Once you gain 4, you can't move.
His third action is gonna be to get a strange fruit and gain 2 rations. Go ahead.
Hmm. It still says take entire turn, but you know what? We have 3 actions now. So
Mhm.
I'm going to say I'm establishing a shield on that portal. So you can't use it. And 1, 2, 3.
Perfect sunshine, 1 less ration required per physical move. On flat land, yellow or white, reduce injury by 1. And 2 extra points for your Imperials. He's gonna go 1, 2 for 1 less ration, which I'm gonna say is a limit of 1. And then he's gonna go here, 1, 2, and then 1. Go ahead.
Do they have to be on the same space to fight? Huh?
That's the only time they can go in the same space.
Was that your first guy or your second?
That's my first guy.
Oh, you left him without a raft. How cruddy is that?
He might find one.
He might. And he might go through the portal too. I'm going to do the humanoid encounter.
Well, all I gotta do is get there and establish a portal back or something like that.
I just got to stop you.
What does it say again for Earth Crew?
What about it?
My main goal.
To get to the ship, I guess. I didn't read all that stuff now. I just read my stuff. I will look. Where do I look? It says reach and take over Cyborg Command Center, dismantling comms between Cyborg swarms and their commander. Then reestablish contact with Earth. Once you do this, you can inform Earth that the exoplanet is fit for human habitation.
Habitation.
Yeah, habitation. My bad.
Alright, so I just have to get to the ship. Go ahead.
While you uncover a tech kit, the mechanic sets a trap causing you 2 injury points. Increase injury by 2. Boy, you're just getting hurt, Mr. Cyborg.
He's an Imperial.
He's still Cyborg. I get a tech kit. What? Look, he's got... No, that's...
It's the green one, I think.
That's...
Yeah, because you spent your green one to make the
Oh,
other guy.
yes. You gave me the all-terrain. He's going to do it again.
Your first guy? He's not going to come over and fight me?
He can't go backwards.
Oh, yeah.
Take 1 tech kit from the Placid Tech. Oh boy, what you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
My guy is...
I still got 1 more action, honey.
Well, you were asking what I was going to do.
Because I got two of them things. Your sensors uncover 2 portals hidden inside caves, but you must expend 5 power pod points to collect them. Do you accept? Sure, why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 portals, please. Not like it's gonna do me any good.
My turn?
Yep.
1, to humanoid encounter, fast traveling mechanic, grateful for diplomacy. The mechanic gives you a lift in her all-terrain buggy. Take 2 extra physical moves on land, not water, as part of this action. I don't want to do that.
Oh, you don't.
Third action.
That's a fight kit.
Oops. Oops. That one.
Know what you're doing.
Tech offers tech kit for 4 rations or 2 for 6, but not both. Do you accept? No. Go ahead.
Why not? You're about to be there. Why not accept?
Because it's this guy. He's not about to be there.
You don't have to have them both there, do you?
No, but he would have to have the stuff if you end up killing that one.
Oh, yes. Let's see. This one's gonna go through the portal. And that's an action. It says it takes the whole time.
Next round, mudslide. Crew on red steep incline. Advance 2 physical moves per ration and gain 1 injury. Cyborgs, no impact.
2 physical moves?
Yeah, I'm going faster.
How can you go faster uphill?
Downhill.
But you're going uphill.
I'm going downhill. That's what it's implying. Steep incline. Advance 2 physical moves per ration instead of 2 rations per move.
But my ship is at the top of the hill.
It is not. It's down there and I'm at the highest point.
No, you're going uphill.
So 1 and 1. I went there.
But that's where I'm
Oh
at.
wait. I have to go 1 more.
Oh, you can't move.
No, that's right, because I get to go 2 spaces per one. Alright, so now we get to fight. We're on the same space. Ready?
Go ahead.
You can have yours facing you. So do I have to do 1 or can I do 3?
I don't think you can do 3.
Well, because there's 4.
Uh-huh.
So
I don't.
there's 7.
No, it doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. The attacker places a fight kit card, challenging opponent to better it.
Mm-hmm.
The defender must match the attack type and match or beat the intensity to win the round.
Right.
Fight continues until one opponent runs out of fight kits or the maximum injury. It says C.
Oh, so I take an injury and we keep going.
Or I think you can cancel the fight. In a fight, Earth Crew aims to free the native humanoid. Yeah. Player being attacked can defend themselves by optionally presenting a matching card with an equal or greater intensity number. If the player chooses not to present a card or doesn't have one, they lose the round and gain an injury. If the defending player put down a matching card of equal or greater intensity, then the attacker must in turn beat that. It continues until one player either opts not to put a card down, or does not have a card of matching kind with equal or greater intensity.
So my dude takes a hit and that's it.
And then it says winning a fight round. The winner of the fight round is the player whose attacking fight kit card cannot be matched, or can match the opponent's card and beat the intensity level. The round continues until one player cannot improve on the intensity.
Okay.
And the loser of the round gains an injury point.
So I'll gain another one.
It just says the loser of the round gains an injury point, I guess. The attacker can choose to fight another round or end the fight after this round.
Fight another round.
The attacker must have a fight kit to start each fight round. The fight continues for a maximum of 4 rounds.
So all I gotta do is hope I got more fight kit cards than you.
Well, yeah, you do. I only have 4.
I don't know what happens there
Um,
in a tie.
let's see.
Because I can
If
match
the
it.
intensity number is equal, then no one wins the round and no injury points are issued.
Okay, so we go to round number 3.
Each round that is lost results in the loser gaining an injury point.
It's round number 3.
I don't have any more.
So you didn't lose that, you just take 1 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And there you go. Because you're still alive, so you can still defend. Look at your life and look how many cards I have.
I don't have any fight kit cards. How am I supposed to defend?
Go ahead.
Well, see ya, you can have it. 1, 2. Just gonna human encounter because you can't do anything. Oh, come on now. 2 portals. No. Do you accept use this resource now or keep it for a later turn? I don't need 2 portals.
No, you've already got 2 more.
Yeah, it doesn't need any. And that was 1, 2, 3. It's your turn.
Humanoid encounter. Porter offers you either 1 tech kit for 3 ration. No. And then strange fruit. White wilter. Gain 2 injuries. And 1 more strange fruit. Gain 2 rations for burgundy bliss. Next round, all team members gain an injury.
I didn't get to go again.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Look at that, skipping me.
Sorry.
You're already ready to win the game. Not letting me do nothing. I really can't do anything except for a humanoid encounter.
You can get back too.
No, I can't go backwards.
I mean to here.
That's a full turn. To go through the portal is a full turn.
I think it should just be an action.
But it's a full turn. So in order for me to do it, I have to just stay there. The Giving Guide surrenders an all-terrain transformer. I don't really need one, but I just enjoy reading what they say. I have 3 actions, so.
I know.
Humanoid fighter is captured and 3 fight kit cards are found. Well, guess what? That goes to him. But he's there. So the only way to fight is if your guy came backwards. But It's highly doubtful. Let's try it one more time. And cover 2 portals hidden inside cave. Yeah. Well, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll just split those in half.
All team members gain an injury, cannot move on red square areas. No impact for cyborgs, but cannot move on red square steep inclines.
Your people can't do nothing.
Nope.
Huh. What do you know?
Go ahead.
Yeah, but you already won, didn't you? Any Earth Crew players get to the Cyborg Communication Center with a tech kit.
Well, he's got his tech kit. Because he got one from
If
one of
there's
them
a
cards.
cyborg there, it must be defeated first in a fight.
Mm-hmm.
1 ration must remain after that. That ration is used with the tech kit to reestablish communication with Earth. If a tech crew member reaches Cyborg Communication Center, they do not need an additional ration or tech kit.
Well, there goes my ration. There goes my tech kit.
Yay!
Well, guys, there you go. It's a work in progress, but you can see it's kind of technical as far as the way things are actually going to go, because with more people playing this, it's not just going to be a straightforward game. You're actually going to have strategies. You're going to talk to your teammates, so to speak, so that certain ones will do certain things. They'll be cannon fodder, and then the other ones will be the guys that kind of sneak by, and you'll have blockers and attackers. And, you know, it would actually be something to play with multiples of people, especially in teams. But as you've seen, you know, it's pretty straightforward. Some of the rules are still being worked on. That's why we're mumbling and discussing and going back and forth over them, because there's some things that aren't so clear, and then there's other things that are clear, and it just takes time to get that kind of stuff back in line to where it's perfected as best as possible and easy to receive. But this was Cyborgs.
Yep. Cyborgs Earth Twin 1.
And thanks for watching. I highly suggest you at least try it. If you check out the Kickstarter and all the stuff that's coming up for it, it'll be worth it. Again, this is all prototype stuff, so the actual artwork I have seen, and it is way more amazing than the hard work that's gone into this alone, because some of this stuff can be difficult to make, and I don't mean to put this down, but it blows this out of the water. There's card art, there's, you know, actual pieces and pawns and things like that, so give it a check, and yeah, good luck. Thanks for watching.